Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Craig Broman with HD Media's Game Day, bringing you high school hoops here on a Friday night in Winfield, West Virginia, to watch the Winfield Generals take on the Ripley Vikings.
Tonight, the starting lineup for your Winfield Generals is sponsored by Generations Physical Therapy. Starting in guard, a 6-foot freshman, number 22, Myden Oglesby. Also in guard, a 5'8" senior, number 5, Preston Kiefer. Starting at center, a 6'4" sophomore, number 55, Brody Hilderton. At forward, a 6'7" senior, number 2, Reed Fisher. Also at forward, a 6'3" Your coaching staff, head coach Travis Starr, assistant coaches Jordan Nicely, Jordan Sowers, and Mike Lockery.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The starting lineups have been set, and we should be underway here in just 1 minute, where the Ripley Vikings are going to take on the Winfield Generals. Should be a great night of hoops in front of you. Thank you all for tuning in. Coming into the season, both teams average about 63, 64 points a game. And the tip's up, and it's back to the Vikings. Man-to-man to start the evening from the Winfield Generals. Slow motion offense, a lot of perimeter passing so far here in the opening 30 seconds. Ripley takes it up. That's going to be off the rim and out of bounds. Referee's going to give it to General. Say it was off Ripley. Shot went up by Blake Justice. No points on the Vikings' first possession. Winfield looking at their first offensive possession now. A little full court press from the Vikings. Deep three coming from, that's going to be just short of the mark. Air ball there from Myden Oglesby. Not a good way for either team to start the offensive drive from a coaching perspective, but a lot of time left here. 0-0 with 7:09 to play in the first. Little 2-2-1 high court pressure from the Generals. Nice double team trap at the midcourt. Causes the turnover going the other way. Nice backdoor bounce pass, and that's going to be up and in. Number 5, Preston Kiefer for 2. He opens the scoring for the evening. So far, 2 trips in a row. The press really has caused a lot of issues for this Viking offense. They've been trapped twice in the corner. They're lucky to survive this time. Good quick hands coming in. I believe that was Reed Fisher getting it over on the tip to his teammate Tyler Peros for the steal. A lot of motion offense from both teams so far early on. Refs really letting them play. A lot of hand slapping. Ball's been knocked loose a few times. No whistles for fouls early in the contest. Ripley bench saying he stepped out of bounds. Referees didn't see it. He was watching the ball. Generals will play on. A lot of bang and a lot of motion down low. It's going to be up off the glass. Gets his own offensive rebound is number 2, Reed Fisher. He puts it back in on the offensive board. 4-0 lead here early for the Generals. Ripley originally broke the press. They still get caught around half court, though, from the pressure applied by the Generals. Winfield drops back to the man-to-man after the press is broken. They've done that all 3 trips now. Quick hands there by number 5, Preston Kiefer, but can't control it. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay Ripley ball. Both teams pretty evenly sized up. Big 6'7" guy in there. That's going to be number 2, Reed Fisher, who had the last basket for the Generals. But other than that, across the board, pretty even size-wise. Both teams very athletic, a lot of good ball handlers. And as you see there, good shooting coming from number 4, Kyler Doss from downtown. He opens the scoring for Ripley with that 3. Nice outlet pass, and that's going to be the 6'7" Reed Fisher that I mentioned earlier for the nice little layup. Quick press break there for the Generals. Extend their lead by 3. Another deep 3 coming, and that one's off the mark. Kyler Doss was looking for back-to-back buckets, couldn't get it. That's going to be number 23, Tyler Peros, taking it from half court out on the left side. He gets the bucket and a timeout from Ripley. And we'll be back after this.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU, and it's truly just a family company.
Welcome back after the TV timeout. We're back here in Winfield, West Virginia, where you're watching the Ripley Vikings take on the Winfield Generals. 8-3 off the left hand of Tyler Peros on the drive down the lane. And that's where we were at when Ripley coach called a timeout, wanted to talk it over with his guys. The only bucket of the game for Ripley coming on a deep 3 from Tyler Doss. As all night long, the press has kind of slowed down this Ripley attack. Once they get to the half court, they get settled. They do get some offensive shots, have some good looks at the basket, just haven't really got anything to fall early on. Good lockdown defense from the Generals. A lot more motion, a lot more picking and rolling. They must have talked about that at the timeout. Coach Derek Mullins didn't like what he saw on the offensive side. They've definitely changed some things up here on this drive. Fakes a shot, takes a baseline up and under. He passes it down low. Weird angled shot went up. It was blocked, I believe, by Reed Fisher. Then out of bounds. I think that went off. Tyler Peros wasn't able to corral before it rolled out of bounds. It'll stay Ripley ball. Generals drop to a 2-3 zone. Leaves a shooter wide open. Southpaw can't hit. Blake Justice on the shot attempt. 3 coming the other way. And that's going to be nothing but net from number 0, Matt Stiletto. Owen Taylor trying to give an answer on the other side. Can't do it. Ripley looking to run. 6 points for Ripley, both off three-pointers. One from Stiletto and one from Doss. Another three-pointer goes up from Stiletto. That's going to be no good. Offensive rebound from number 55, Brody Caterton. Caterton wants the ball. He gets it down low. Caterton has the size advantage. He's calling from it from his teammates, but the guys can't get it in there. I believe that's Stiletto guarding him. No, correction. It's going to be Tyler Doss giving up quite a few inches. They switch off on him. Going the other way, though. Brody Caterton was fighting for a position to call for the ball. He's going to get called for the offensive foul. Travis Starr has his hands up on his head. Not sure he agrees with the call. Can't argue with the law. It'll be Ripley ball. A couple subs coming in the game. Two-2-1 press now coming, as it has all night long for this General defense. They get really good traps at half court, as you saw there. They're able to break it this time. Nice spin move inside Parker Smith, but he couldn't hang on to the ball. Little Kobe sidestep action there coming from Reed Fisher for two. Sidestep fadeaway. Got to love a shot like that. Nice soft touch on the release. Gets it to go, 10-6. So far, a lot of action. Aaron passed there, though. Tried to hit the guy cutting through the lane, couldn't get it. He had Brandon Saez leading. Couldn't get it to him, though, for the layup. Long shot off the iron for Taylor. Three-pointer goes up. That's off the back of the rim from Doss. Both teams running a lot here in the first 8 minutes. We tick down to 40 seconds. Been very few stoppages, only one timeout. A lot of action here on this Friday night of hoops. Not sure there was a... Thought there was going to be a travel call there on number 22, Modin Ogleby, as he was battling down low, and then he threw a hand, got the shot up, but the ref said on the rebound he was grabbed on the way down. Foul stay on the floor. It'll say Winfield ball. 29 seconds to play in the quarter. Nice cut down the lane, goes up, going to get hit. It's number 13, Carter Workman on the shot. And I believe that was number 14, Parker Smith on the foul. Carter Workman going to the line to shoot two. First foul shots of the night for either team. Rattles in and out for Workman. Little offensive defensive subs here for Coach Tarr. Second shot for Workman goes nothing but net. 11-6 in the final 25 seconds to play here. Ripley bringing it up. Coach Mullins gave the call. Feel like they're going to play for the last shot, and they throw it under. Beautiful pass. Brady McVeigh to Smith. 5 seconds on the clock. Trapped at half court. Got to do a little helter-skelter to try to get a buzzer beater off. It goes up from the three, and it's going to be off the iron. Close attempt. That'll end the first quarter. 11 for the guest, for the home team, 8 for the guest. We'll be back after this.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Craig Broman here, getting ready to bring you second quarter of action from Winfield High School, where the Winfield Generals are taking on the Ripley Vikings. A lot of action in that first quarter, a lot of back and forth, very few stoppages to play. Refs really letting the hands get in there. A couple three-pointers went up, one from Stiletto and one from Doss to open the scoring for the Vikings. And leading all scorers for the Winfield Generals is Reed Fisher, I believe, with 4. It'll be Winfield's ball to start the quarter. Great job by the Winfield cheerleaders as we were coming out of the timeout there. Always good to have a cheering section in the house. Hats off to them. Great drive down the left-hand side. Good defense, though, coming back the other way for Ripley. Drives the lane, takes the Euro step. It's going to be Brandon Siaz with 2. Ripley back to the man-to-man press, full court. 10-second clock's getting close. They do cross the line. Allows the 3 to go up from the corner. That rattles in and out. Offensive rebound, though, goes back up left-handed, no good. Another offensive rebound. I'm going to tell you what, that big number 55, Brody Caterington, got 2 offensive rebounds there. I believe he has one earlier as well. Threw an elbow there as he was bringing down the offensive rebound. The Ripley fans want a technical or a flagrant. They're not going to get it, though. They're going to say it was a defensive foul on the floor. He definitely showed some aggression, definitely threw the elbows, but not sure if he didn't make contact, and that's why they're going to let him play on. Three from 25 goes up, and that's going to rattle in for number 5, Preston Kiefer. He has 5 on the evening. Press broken nicely this time by Ripley. Getting their offense set against a 2-3 zone. Winfield switches out to a man. Stiletto's going to drive the lane. He doesn't have anything. Takes the big jump stop. Nothing doing. This Winfield Generals defense is locked down so far in this first half. They've given very few open shots to Ripley. Everything that Ripley has got has been earned. Coach Mullen says, bring it back out. Let's reset the offense as we tick under 6. Student section for the Generals clapping it up for the defensive stand they're getting. That goes off the mark. Rebound by Fisher. Could be a drive down the left-hand side. He makes some contact. No good. One ref called a block. The other one went and looked like he was going to call a charge. They're going to say the block stands, and that's going to be number 22, Myden Oglesby, going to the line. Could have been said that his feet were set. Ref down low disagreed. And Derek Mullins disagrees with that ref here, having a little conversation in half court now. As Oglesby goes for his first shot off the front of the arm. Winfield 1 for 3 to open foul shooting early in the contest. Something coaches never want to leave on the board is the free throws. Winfield's doing that here early. Second shot off the front of the iron. Deep 3 goes up. And that's going to be nothing but net. Matt Stiletto for 3. He has 2 of those on the evening. Timeout by Winfield. Travis Tarr wants to talk about it, and we'll be back after this.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
Hi, I'm Grant Hudson. I'm from Parkersburg, West Virginia. When I'm back home, you'll find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that gold and blue pride at Par-Mar stores. Download the Par-Mar stores app and sign up for our rewards cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. From gas to groceries, you'll find what you need at Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Craig Broman. You're watching HD Media Game Day, presenting you high school hoops from Winfield, West Virginia, where the Generals are taking on the Ripley Vikings. We have a tight game so far early, 14-13 General lead. A couple big three-pointers on the night from Matt Stiletto, keeping the Vikings in this contest, and another one from Kyle Doss. Scoring's been a little more spread for the Generals. A couple guys with 4 and 5, and a couple with a few other baskets. Pretty even matchup so far, as we talked at the top of the game. We said both teams evenly matched size and speed-wise. Both teams very well organized in their offense, very well coached. Seen it here early. Not a lot of mental mistakes happening. Not a lot of turnovers. Nice backdoor cut. Fisher down the baseline was hit by Owen Taylor for 2. Beautiful cross-court pass on that one. Three-pointer goes up for Ripley, and that's going to be in. Doss has his second three of the night. Ties the ball game, 16-16. Ripley bench wants a charge there. They thought Preston Kiefer was out of control. Refs won't give it to him. Shot goes up by Taylor, no good. Offensive rebound pulled down by Brody Caterton. He's going to be fouled on the rebound on the floor. Generals will have it underneath the hoop. Inbound to the big fella, but he gets pulled out all the way past the three-point line. Not sure that's how Coach Tarver drew it up. Left-hander goes up, doesn't hit anything. I'm pretty sure Derek Mullins is wondering why that wasn't a travel or an up and down. He let go of the ball, didn't touch anything, no defenders, no rim, and he grabbed it. Should have been a travel call, should have went the other way to Ripley. All three referees apparently either don't know that rule or I'm mistaken. I think the Ripley fans are as perplexed as I am on the call. That's going to be a hard left hand for Preston Kiefer, but he gets called for the charge on the drive. It's going to go the other way. It'll be Ripley ball. Vikings looking to take their first lead since early in the contest. We got 3:46 to play here in the second. As they have all night, coming out in that 2-2-1 full court press. They do a great job trapping right around half court. Ripley's got to be careful in these offensive possessions. Stiletto almost gets called for the travel, but he turns it over. Sorry, correction, it was corralled by his own teammate, Parker Smith. Parker Smith doing jumping jacks under the basket, and they can't get it to him. He was wide open, a lot of confusion by the General defense, and they just didn't see him. Daniel Jones sitting back there trying to throw passes, apparently, and we're going to get an offensive foul. That's going to be number 14, Parker Smith, called for the moving screen. A couple offensive foul calls early here in the contest. A lot of those you don't see often called from officials. They're calling a couple of those. I think there's probably as many offensive fouls so far as there have been defensive fouls in this game. A rarity in the high school matchups. Both teams really aggressive, though. Both teams like to pick and roll and get to the hoop. A big screen there, but Fisher might have pushed off. Doesn't matter. Gets stolen. After the steal, he goes down the left-hand lane. It's Stiletto, and he's going to get fouled on the left side. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Owen Taylor did everything he could to not give up an easy layup there. Good foul by Taylor. First shot goes up and in. One thing about Stiletto, he has a real nice stroke. He can let it go. It's smooth, fluent the whole way through. Steps to the line for his second. Catches the front of the rim. That was number 20, Blake Justice, getting in there, trying to get the offensive rebound. Referee's going to say, I believe it went off of Caterton. It'll remain Ripley ball. Ripley's got a 1-point lead here in the contest. Spin move, drug his foot. Coach wants a travel call. They're not going to get it. He's going to get the offensive rebound. Both teams have been big on the offensive glass so far. Stealing an extra possession every time you grab an offensive board. Something coaches love to see. No shot clock in high school, and Ripley is milking a lot of time off here. That's going to be a deep three from Stiletto. That rim's in and out. Seemed deep when he let it go, but he had the distance. Offensive foul coming. They're going to say that he was out of control. I believe that was Oglesby. Yes, Oglesby drove the left-hand side. Didn't have his feet under him. Thought he was going to get bailed out with a defensive foul call, but going the other way on the charge. Got to reset the score here. I believe the scorekeeper put the basket on the clock. I thought they thought it was going to be a defensive foul. I'm sorry, on the scoreboard. Thought it was going to be a defensive foul. We got to reset. We got a minute and 50 to play here. We're ready for more action. Quick break of the press, but get trapped along that sideline quite often. It's going to probably be costly later in the game. That's a halftime adjustment that Derek Mullins is going to need to correct. Goes up with the left hand, can't do it. Caterton pulls down the big rebound. Quick hands from this Ripley defense causes a turnover. It's going to be Doss going the other way with it. Not sure the number of who tipped it, but they had quick hands right there at the top of the arch to be able to get that defensive steal. Deep three coming. Deep three going for number 11, Brandon Saez. He has 5 on the night. Going back the other way is going to be an answer from Owen Taylor, a 3 of his own that's nothing but net. Back-to-back threes, keeping the action exciting in the final minute. We're taking under 30 seconds here in the first half. Timeout, Derek Mullins. We'll be back after this.
The cold is here to stay. It's time to remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today. Don't be left in the cold this winter. Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has technicians standing by 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to address your heating system or plumbing needs. Now through February, trade in your old furnace system for up to $2,000 off on a new Rheem furnace. Don't get left out in the cold this winter. Remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We just had back-to-back threes to really get some action going. It was Brandon Saez for Ripley, and then the answer came from Owen Taylor. Ripley called the timeout to talk about the last shot with 22.5 to play here in the second quarter. We've had a great first half of action. We've got halftime coming up, and we hope you'll join us for this Friday Night of Hoops second half after the break. The inbound coming, 20 seconds to go. It's a 1-point lead for the visitors. As I said before, they got that trap, and they get it at half court every time. Almost got the steal. Ticking under 10. Ripley looks at the clock. Knows it's go time with 6. Three-pointer coming up from the side. That's going to hit the rim. Bounce in for number 4, Kyle Doss. He has his third 3 of the game, and they take a 4-point lead going into half. The Ripley Vikings 23, the Winfield Generals 19. We hope that you'll be back after this.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
Hi, I'm Grant Hussey. I'm from Parkersburg, West Virginia. When I'm back home, you'll find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that gold and blue pride at Par-Mar stores. Download the Par-Mar stores app and sign up for our rewards cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. From gas to groceries, you'll find what you need at Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Cold is here to stay. It's time to remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today. Don't be left in the cold this winter. Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has technicians standing by 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to address your heating system or plumbing needs. Now through February, trade in your old furnace system for up to $2,000 off on a new Rheem furnace. Don't get left out in the cold this winter. Remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Hi, I'm Grant Hudson. I'm from Parkersburg, West Virginia. When I'm back home, you'll find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that gold and blue pride at Par-Mar stores. Download the Par-Mar stores app and sign up for our rewards cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. From gas to groceries, you'll find what you need at Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
The cold is here to stay. It's time to remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today. Don't be left in the cold this winter. Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has technicians standing by 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to address your heating system or plumbing needs. Now through February, trade in your old furnace system for up to $2,000 off on a new Rheem furnace. Don't get left out in the cold this winter. Remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just getting ready to wrap up halftime here, where we have the visiting Ripley Vikings 23 and the home team Winfield Generals 19. Both teams pretty evenly matched in the first half, size and speed-wise, as we talked. Talent's very similar. The Generals come in at 4-3 on the season. The Vikings coming in at 5-2. Both teams averaging in the mid to low 60s for most of their games. So should have a lot of scoring in the second half, you'd think, to be able to get to that mark. But they've also, both teams are really known for their defense as well, holding teams around that 50-55 mark in most action. So a few statistical outliers bring down the average, but you should be wrapped up for a great second half of action here on HD Media's Game Day broadcast of high school hoops on a Friday night. At halftime, we had a great performance from the Winfield Generals dance team. And their head coach for the Winfield Generals cheerleading team, Natalie Ziegman, was presented with an award where she's the 23-24 Cheer Coach of the Year. She has a few regional titles, a state title, and 2 top 10 finishes at nationals in recent years. And the Generals will be going back to nationals this March, I believe. So always good to see them out. They always put on a great show, and we appreciate everything from both their dance and cheer teams. Back to the action on the court, though. It'll be Ripley starting with the second half possession. That's going to be off the mark. Offensive rebound keeps it going. Number 20, Blake Justice, couldn't get the shot to fall, but he was able to scramble and keep the possession alive for Ripley. Both teams have played great lockdown defenses. Every possession, every shot has been earned. There's been very few easy baskets. I could really only think of one, and it was on a fast break. Other than that, every shot's been contested or, coming off a good defensive screen. Great pump fake to get his man moving, kicks it back to the left corner, and that's going to be off the iron again for Blake Justice. Battling down low was Brandon Sayas. He gets it knocked out of his hands. It'll stay Ripley ball. Winfield hasn't registered a possession in the first 53 seconds. They got to get a defensive stop here. Deep into the backcourt goes the inbound pass. Almost stolen, then it comes away with the steal. That's going to be an easy right-hand layup for number 5, Preston Kiefer. He got 7 on the evening. His first points of the second half. Chips away at that lead that the Generals had, or that Ripley had. They throw up another 3. They're 0 for 3 to start the second half from behind the arc. They were pretty lights out in the first half on shooting, going a little bit cold after halftime. Inside to the big fella. They're going to say he couldn't corral the pass, and he gets called for the offensive foul. They're going to say the defender was there under him and set while he was trying to catch the pass. Reed Fisher picks up the offensive foul. Going to bring out the mop, dry up the floor there. Preston Kiefer said it's icy enough outside. I don't need to slip inside. And we'll get back to action. 6:27 to go in the third. 2-point lead for Ripley as they bring the ball up against the press. Cheerleaders and student section really trying to hype up this defense at Winfield. They had a great stand on the last couple possessions. Looking to do it again. Gonna say he was out of control, tripped over his own feet. This is the referee on the bench side. Coaches and fans from Ripley disagree with that one, but he'll go general ball. Last possession ended in a offensive foul. Not going to happen this time. That's number 23. Tyler Perro's taking it down the left-hand side for the layup. Good perimeter pass and good ball movement from Ripley to really slow down the defense here. Three-pointer goes up 0 for 4 to start the second half. Good offensive rebound, though, by Brady McVeigh. Can't get another one to fall. 0 for 5 is Ripley to start the scoring. You got to think that Derek Mullins is going to say, hey, we got to take it inside, guys. I know they got the big fellas in there on defense, but the outside shooting has gone cold. Three-pointer going the other way, not going to go. Offensive rebound, though, for the Generals. Ripley's wondering why that wasn't a double dribble. Air ball shot going the other way. I myself am not sure why they didn't call the dribble on that last possession. But that's not why I'm not wearing the striped uniform. I'm not good at those kind of things. Probably not even good at broadcasting, but I'm glad y'all are listening. Down the left-hand lane. Kicks it back out for a 3. 0 for 6. They're really, the cold streak's not supposed to come in until tomorrow night, but Ripley's feeling the effects right now. Tie ball game. Haven't registered a bucket in the second half, I believe. That's going to be big number 55, Caterington, with the layup on the nice move, nice dish inside. He has 4 on the contest. Going to call a reach and foul. They say it's going the other way. Run over and back. A 10-second call. I apologize. I was looking down at the score sheet, missed the great defensive stand there, and it will be the Generals' ball. With 3:54 to play here in the third, we have a 2-point lead for the Generals, looking to extend here on this offensive possession. As they have all night long, they've been really good at these set offensive possessions. And there it is, Brody Caterington with back-to-back buckets as he hits the 15-footer from the elbow. Going to be some wild action. The ball was kept alive by Taylor. Stolen back. Brady gets it. They're going to call a jump ball. Reed Fisher reached in right in front of the Ripley fans. They wanted a foul call. Ripley student section can't believe it. But the jump ball possession arrow will go to the Generals. Four-point lead for the Generals on back-to-back buckets from Bradenton. 3 goes up. That's going to be off the mark. Sorry, Caterington with the last 2 buckets for the Generals. It's a great back-and-forth action all night long. The cold shooting snap here in the second is really what set this 4-point differential as the Guests had the lead at halftime. Quick hands there by the defense. Knocks it out. It'll stay Ripley ball. I believe that was Fisher with the reach in, tapping it out of bounds. It's going to be a timeout from the Winfield Generals. They're going to have a full one, and we'll take it with them. We'll be back after this.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here Winfield, West Virginia, where the Generals are taking on the Ripley Vikings. Got a tight ball game, 4-point lead for the home team. They overcame a halftime deficit to get in this position. As I mentioned earlier, a little bit of cold shooting to start for Ripley. They're looking to heat up here late in the third quarter. That shot goes up, hits the rim, rolls out, but an offensive rebound. Going to get a second look at it. And he's off the mark. I believe that's going to be 0 for 8 to start. Been a kind of crazy play there from Brady McVeigh. He got the ball on the sidelines, was kind of stumbling, threw it off of the defender, but then the ball bounced and hit him as he was standing out of bounds. So it'll go General ball. Good reach in there, not called. And then a moving screen. They're letting them play a little bit of street ball action. Travel on number 1, Owen Taylor, though, drug his pivot foot. Sending the ball back the other way. Deep three coming off the mark again. Ripley really struggling to get something to fall here in the second. Great defensive play on the back end from Matt Stiletto to break up that pass. That would have been an easy basket in transition. Great hustle play by Stiletto. Inbound pass, quick hands, knocked out of bounds. Stay general ball. Three goes up from the big fella. He rattles in and out. Offensive rebound attempt, no good. Corralled by McVeigh for the Vikings. A deep three finally gets one to fall. That's going to be Brady McVeigh. His first three of the night. First points of the night, actually, too. He breaks the cold streak, and then a steal coming back the other way. Nice fake on the pass on the left-hand side. Going to go up and in. Number 11, Braden Siaz, going to get the foul called against Owen Taylor. He's going to go for the old-fashioned three-point lead. Three-point play. Siaz going to the line. He'll shoot one. He gets it to fall quick. 5 points from Ripley to really open up their score, and they bounce back to a 2-point lead. Great hustle plays have been happening from Ripley. They almost broke away with a steal there. Winfield looking to go into the big fella. He has a guy coming behind him. Doesn't matter. Off the glass. Good rebound up high on the post. A lot of reaching in. The Ripley fans can't believe there's no foul call there. A little bit out of control, but he got the reach-in call. I believe that was Oglesby on the reach-in. His second, team third of the quarter, 41 to play. Three coming off the rim. Offensive rebound, though, by Brandon Siaz to keep the possession alive. Kick it back out. I believe Derek Mullins is telling him to play for the last shot or a layup. So we tick under 25 here in the third. Trying to preserve a 2-point lead going into the fourth. Clock ticking under 12. A lot of hands, a lot of reaching. Referees letting them play on, ticking under 7. Drive down the left-hand side. Nice little stop and stutter step. And that's going to go for Matt Stiletto. And that's how the quarter will end. Cold streak shooting for Ripley doesn't matter. They bounce back at the end of the third quarter there to take a 4-point lead, and we'll be back after this.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Craig Broman. You're watching HD Media's broadcast of high school hoops on a Friday night from Winfield, West Virginia, where the Generals are taking on the Ripley Vikings. Ripley had a 4-point lead at half. Absolute cold snap from downtown, I believe. I don't have an official stat sheet, but I believe they were 1 of 12 from behind the arc in the third. Hustle plays in the last 2 minutes, though, really were able to get them back in it and jump back to the 4-point lead. That's where we ended. That's where we're starting. We got 7:55 to play, and I promise you it'll be action-packed with these two teams. So far, everything's even across the board. There's no one player that's really standing out. Scoring's been spread for both teams. Stiletto and Doss lead the scoring, both with 9 for Ripley. Kiefer with 7 for the Generals. It's going to be number 5, Preston Kiefer, driving down the left-hand lane. It's going to go up and get swatted by Parker Smith, but they're going to call him with the body on the way up. It'll send Kiefer to the line to shoot 2. First shot hits the iron, rolls out for Kiefer. Get the hand sit, slap from a teammate, reset. Try his second. That one falls. He has 8 on the contest. The two big boys battling. It's going to be number 14, Parker Smith, with will over skill potentially there, and he takes it down the right side for the layup. Nice move by him to keep the body strong and get it way out there with the right arm so it couldn't be blocked. Going to be a hard screen on the back end from Caterton. He lucky he didn't get called for an offensive foul. Not sure if the refs weren't paying attention, but that was some big body action. 3 goes up. That's going to be nothing but net from Fisher. He's got 9 on the night. The big fella can shoot too. The transition of the high school basketball game is really, something crazy. From the 90s to the early to mid-2000s, a 6'7" guy would have never been allowed to take a three-point shot. His coach would have immediately put him on the bench. But the Caitlin Clark effect, the Steph Curry effect, it's got the big fellas shooting. Everyone's trying to be Kevin Durant out here. That was a beautiful shot. Nice high arcer. Great stroke from Fisher. Ripley running a lot of time on this possession. They get the speed matchup. It's going to be a drive inside, and that's going to be the right hand up and in for Stellato. He has 11. He had the bigger body Caterton on him. The speed was too much to match, though. Going down the other end, it's going to be 2 hands going up for Perros. Can't get it to fall, but he'll get the foul call, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Trailing by 4. He's going to need these 2 to fall. Some assistant coaches really giving it to Kiefer over there on the offense from the offensive possession. Perros gets his first of 2 to fall. Perros hits every inch of the iron on that one. Can't get it to go. He has 5 on the night. 3-point lead now for the Vikings. It's a fast-moving game. The game clock and the real-life clock have been ticking at about the same pace. Not a lot of fouls called, not a lot of things going. That's going to be a drive down the left-hand side. Saez off the glass for 2, and he gets fouled. He'll go to the line. That gives him 10 on the night, looking to pick up his 11th on the foul shot. Brandon Saez rattles it out, can't get it to go. Long outlet pass and a skip pass, but it's stolen by the quick hands of the Ripley defense. Got a lot of guys trying to do a reach around, but can't come up with it. Little stutter step. Gets the jump stop. No good. Caterton on the rebound. 2 big fellas going back and forth. Generals say they want to talk about things. Travis Starr calls a timeout. We'll be back after this. 30.
Hi, I'm Grant Husson. I'm from Parkersburg, West Virginia. When I'm back home, you'll find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that gold and blue pride at Par-Mar stores. Download the Par-Mar stores app and sign up for our rewards cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. From gas to groceries, you'll find what you need at Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Been a lot of action back and forth in this second half, as I promised. Both teams got a lot of athleticism, speed, size. The refs are really letting them play, so you're getting some body banging, you're getting some good reaching and some slapping on the arm. But that's what you want to see in some hoops. You want to see a wide-open game where athletes really get to be athletes and the kids that can ball can really show out, and that's what we're seeing tonight. Generals have been without a bucket for a few possessions. They scored the last possession, but before that it was kind of a drought. They're looking to get something going here. Nice backdoor pass. That's going to be Caterington for two. Workman on the beautiful assist on the pick and roll. Going to be a drive down left-hand lane. The two big fellas go at it again. This time Smith can't get it to fall. The last couple possessions, we've definitely seen Smith and Caterington battle back and forth, and it's been some great basketball. High floater goes up. They're going to call a charge, a late whistle after he missed the shot. That's going to be number 13, Carter Workman. Had the nice dish last time, picks up the offensive foul on that one. Travis Starr beside himself saying, how did you not blow the whistle for a solid 3 seconds there? A little bit of confusion. Not sure if it's the clock, the scorekeeper, timekeeper, what we're dealing with, but the officials are over at the scoring table having a conversation. Not sure what the conversation was about, but we're back to action. 34-37 lead, just under the halfway mark of this fourth quarter. Both teams, when they're in the half-court set, are slow and methodical. Both really good at playing for the open shot, not forcing anything. A lot of pick and rolls, a lot of screens going on right now for this Ripley offense. Getting to the point of the game, too, where guys' legs start getting tired. You expect that you may see an offensive faux pas, but so far, so good. Coach Tar begging for a 5-second call as the Ripley ball handler was out there with guys on him. They're going to say no. Beautiful block on the reach over by Fisher. High pick and roll. Not a lot of action. Paris was looking for it. 3 goes up. That's going to be airballed by number 5, Preston Kiefer. Rebound goes to Ripley. This Vikings student section letting him know it. .230 to play here in the contest. Beautiful passes around the arc. Can't get it. Rolls out on the shot for Brady McVeigh. They're going to call a block on Matt Stiletto. He's beside himself. He thought he reached in, had a great grab. They're going to say no, and that's going to be Winfield ball under the basket. Generals look to inbound with 2:10 to go in the contest. Three-pointer goes up high off the side of the backboard. Ripley will grab it. He's not paying attention. Almost a beautiful steal, but the timeout gets called by Derek Mullins. What a great play by him to do that. And it'll stay Ripley ball. And we'll be back after this.
The cold is here to stay. It's time to remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today. Don't be left in the cold this winter. Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has technicians standing by 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to address your heating system or plumbing needs. Now through February, trade in your old furnace system for up to $2,000 off on a new Rheem furnace. Don't get left out in the cold this winter. Remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got 2:02 to play in a contest, and as I promised you at the beginning of the second half, I told you we'd be in for a wild ride. It's a 3-point lead for Ripley. They have the ball after a little bit of helter-skelter action. Quick timeout call by Derek Mullins to keep the possession is where we left you. And as this timeout winds down, it'll be a 3-point lead for the guests. They'll have the ball. Possession arrow is in favor of the home team Generals. And that's where we're at right now. I believe it is Preston Kiefer and Reed Fisher leading the scoring. Caterington has 8 as well for the Generals. Pretty spread out there. Matt Stiletto with 11. Kyler Doss with 9. And Brandon Siaz with 10 for the Vikings. You got to think Ripley's going to want to look to eat some clock. They've been very patient on offense all night long. They haven't really rushed anything. They've been, pretty steady at getting off good shots, and that's what you got to think with a close contest like this. You're going to want to eat as much clock as you can before you get the perfect shot or a layup. Not going to go. It's going to be a steal. It's going to be a turnover. Peros with the quick hands. He gets to steal the timeout call. It's going to be a 30-second timeout for the Generals. Great hands there by Peros to reach in, get the ball. He was on the floor, knew he didn't have any help. So he called the timeout, gets them the ball, but also keeps them the possession arrow. If a Ripley player would have fell on top of him and got the tie-up, that could have been costly later in the game. So smart play, heads-up play by Peros. I know we got a minute and 39 seconds, and most people watching at home know that this can be an eternity with timeouts and foul calls. So we thank you for joining us, but we know we're going to have a great ending to this matchup that's been fantastic all night long. Come back out of the timeout. It'll be the Generals' ball in the backcourt. I believe if I got the signal right from the assistant coach, one of the assistant coaches on the General sideline, he was telling his players, hey, we only got one timeout left. Don't call it. Let the coach call it. I could be wrong. Generals down by 3. Going to be the left-hand side for Perez. He goes up. He gets fouled hard. Doesn't get it to fall, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Ripley student section to my right-hand side really giving it to these referees and letting them know they do not agree with that call there. Perez has 5 on the night, looking for his 6th and 7th if he could get these to go. No. In and out. Around the rim for him on the first one there. Generals have not been great from the foul line tonight. I don't have an official stat, but I would venture to bet it's well below the 80% mark on the evening. Proved costly here coming down the stretch. Paris goes 1 for 2 from the line. Ripley with the ball, 2-point lead, 1:25 to play. It's a 1-3-1 half-court press. They're going to put the big fella waving the arms at the top. Try to really get something. Wasn't looking down where his feet were at. Parker Smith stepped on the sideline. Going back the other way, will the ball be for the Generals? Going to be a few offensive, defensive substitutions coming in the game. Generals looking to tie or take the lead on this possession, down to 1:12 to play in the contest. Parrish driving that left-hand side again, switches to his right, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound for Brandon Siaz. He pulls it down, 55 to play. General's going to lock up and play defense. They're not going to go for the foul right away. Home crowd and the cheerleaders leading the defense a chance, trying to get one more steal here. Ticket to 40. That's where it's going to be. It's going to be a foul called on Reed Fisher out at the half court. They are not at the bonus, so it'll go to the sideline. Reed Fisher thought he was going to maybe be able to get it over and back call as they were teeter-tottering on the half-court line there, but he got him with the body before that could happen. Inbounding it with 39:7 to go. Clock is ticking. Foul's going to come up. That's going to be on number 5, Preston Kiefer. That'll be team foul number 4. West Virginia High School rules, get to 5 1/4. You shoot 2 at the line. So the next foul by either team, unless it's offensive, will send a shooter to the line. A few seconds ticking. Drug his foot, not going to call it. Coach Tarr wanted it. Referee shook his head at him saying no. Going to be a steal by Parrish going down the right-hand side. He's going to get hit with the body, and it's going to be offensive goaltending. It could have had a chance to go. Oh, what a play by Reed to follow up, but won't get it to count because he touched it above the rim, was still above the cylinder. Offensive goaltending. Basket does not count. That'll send the shooter to the line to shoot 2. And that'll be Tyler Parrish. He has 6 on the night, went 1 for 2 from the line last time. He had a chance at the 3-point lead. And just a mistake there by the big fella. First one, just like the first one the last time, rattles in and out. 21.4 to play. Either way, it's going to be a make, and you're going to need a steal or a foul, or it's going to be a miss, offensive rebound chance, or miss in defensive fouls. What three scenarios you're looking at here? If you're a player, what you're thinking about the opportunities are. Gets his second to fall. 36-37, 1-point ball game, 21.4 to go. Quick foul coming. It's going to be Owen Taylor picking it up, and that's going to send Matt Stellato to the line. He'll shoot 2. Even if he makes both, it'll still be a one-possession game with plenty of time for the Generals to get off a good 3-point shot. Not enough time, in my opinion, that you would want to give an automatic defensive foul if you're Ripley. If you go up by 3, maybe you take that chance. We'll see what happens. First one, high arcer in, nothing but net. We've seen all night long, he has a real nice release, real soft to the touch. Going to look to get his second. He goes 1 for 2 to the line. It's a 2-point lead now. Defensive rebound by the Generals. They have a chance to tie or take the lead. Ticking under 14 to play. 14-footer goes up. Going to be no good. Going to be a foul. It's going to be Brady McVeigh with the defensive rebound. It's going to be Preston Kiefer reaching in for the foul. 8 seconds to go. Ripley fans getting excited. They can kind of feel it. That'll send Brady McVeigh to the line to shoot 2. If he goes 1 for 2, it's Winfield will have a chance at it. But like I said, you can give a quick foul because it's an automatic 2 foul shots. Would really lessen the chance of the Generals being able to come back. Misses the front end of it. Big shot coming here. If he gets this to fall, a lot of things could happen. I believe Travis Tarr said if this goes in, I want the team timeout. No good. Offensive rebound. They're going to let him play. Timeout, Travis Tarr. 5.6 to play. They had the numbers running. Travis Tarr wasn't sure he liked it, and we got the timeout. It's going to be a full timeout, 1 minute, and we'll be back after this.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We just had Brady McVeigh get a defensive rebound, fouled, go to the line. He went 0 for 2 from the line. That leaves it a 2-point game after the rebound by the Generals and the timeout. Puts it at 5.6 seconds to go. The Generals will look to try to get one last shot attempt, buzzer beater, to either tie or win it. I don't know about you all, but I've had a great night watching high school basketball here on HD Media Game Day broadcast. I would love for 2 points to fall and get some bonus ball on this wonderful Friday night. They're inbounding right to the left of the student section from Ripley. Going to try to get the chance loud. Maybe if they're smart about it, they get a 3-second count on the clock. Clock just started running before the referee gave the ball to the guy on the sideline. I believe it was 5.6. They're going to have to reset it. Tar calling his guys back to the bench saying, hey, let's have a quick talk if they're doing this. Now we have 8 minutes on the clock, and it's 0-0. We're going to start it all over. Not sure what's happening over there, but it's not correct, whatever it is. We appreciate you hanging out with us as we work through some technical difficulties over at the scorer's table. When we do come back, it'll be 38-36 with 5.6 to play. It'll be an inbound from the right wing for the home team Generals as they trail by 2. Generals coming in at 4-3. Ripley coming in at 5-2. Both teams trying to sneak out of here with a win. I said at the beginning of the broadcast, should be a high-scoring game. Both teams averaging 63, 64 points a game. And so far, it has been a defensive battle. Both teams just in the face of the other team's shooter all night long. And because of that, we have a really low-scoring, great matchup all the way around. Ripley fans clapping, giving a little cheer to the score table for finally getting the time right. Now we got to get the score up there. It will be a 2-point lead for the visitors. Home team with the ball. I'll tell you what, Coach Tarr has had plenty of time to talk this one over with his squad and say what he wants to do offensively, and same on the flip side for Derek Mullins defensively. I know Derek Mullins is saying, do not foul a shooter. Whatever you do, do not foul a shooter. 5.6 to go. You're going to have to throw it to the backcourt. Clock's running. 3. Kiefer from 15. He gets it to go at the buzzer. He ties it. We're going to get some bonus ball. What a shot by number 2, Reed Fisher. I apologize for calling him Kiefer in the moment, but that was Reed Fisher from 15-foot. Christian Leitner vibes. Got the high pass, turnaround, high floater, beautiful release, nothing but net. Can you believe it? Ripley fans beside themselves thought they were getting ready to start the car and have this one on the way home. Reed Fisher had something else to say about it. I believe the PA announcer just said it'll be a 4-minute period. With the 4-minute period, you will be given one additional timeout. That will give the Generals 1 timeout, and I believe it will give the Vikings 3 timeouts. It'll be a 4-minute period. I do believe they stay with the 2-foul rule, so every foul should send a guy to the line, which really can make this game a lot longer. So we appreciate you sticking around for some bonus ball. Great night of hoops here in Winfield, West Virginia. It will start just like the start of a game. Then when it gets a possession arrow, it'll be a tip. The possession arrow that is currently in favor of Winfield will be reset after the jump ball. What a great shot. What a great way to end it. Reed Fisher with a turnaround three, very Christian Leitner-esque. And he's going to win the jump ball, and it's going to go to the Generals. Possession arrow back to Ripley. Oh, a little bit of acting job there, trying to get one on offensive foul on Perez. No go, though, on the call. Referees don't give anyone an Academy Award. Let them play. Referees have been great all game long. Very good calls. One or two questionable. There's going to be a walk. Brody Caterington thought he got pushed. Referee said, nope, drug his foot. Tara agrees with him, says he was getting pushed down low. Give me a call. As I said, the refs have been pretty good all night long. One or two questionable calls, which, in a high school basketball game, that's expected. So these guys really been great on the call, letting them play, letting them get a lot of body banging. Love to see it. No scoring so far here in the extra period. Three goes up, and it goes down for Brady McVeigh. He has 6. First points are a big one there for Ripley in the overtime period, giving a 3-point lead. Backdoor pass going to be broken up. That's going to be number 5, Preston Kiefer, reaching in. Now he's going to come. They're going to have to separate him. The Ripley player's wondering, why am I getting pointed at? I didn't do anything. I was just trying to stand up. Preston Kiefer with the hard foul call. Let's see what the referees sort out here. I believe they're calling a personal foul on Kiefer. It is his 4th. A technical on number 4, Jared Miller, is being assessed. That'll cause 2 shots for Ripley, and then it'll go back the other way. It'll be 2 shots for the Generals, and should be the General ball if I got everything correct. I can't hear a single thing they're saying. I am 100% just basing this on hand motions and the allure, or I should say the reactions of the coaches and crowd around them. My producer, Ethan, he would agree with me. I'm not sure either one of us is right, but hats off to Ethan for everything he's done to broadcast his game. Can't do without him and our cameraman to my left. Brooks has been great on the camera all night, and we appreciate you tuning in for bonus ball here. It'll be Ripley ball, shooting 2. First one for Kyler Doss goes and does fall. Now, I'm not sure what the conversation is here now. I could be completely wrong because it appears they're going to play on after this. So apparently there was no technical assessed. I was wrong. Maybe they were saying number 4 was the shooter. I saw an official give the T sign, and we didn't go to a timeout, so it should have been a technical. Not sure what that was. Either way, Doss goes 2 for 2 from the line. Coming back the other way, Caterington's fouled by Brandon Siaz. So that'll send him to the line to shoot 2. Caterington has 8 on the evening, trailing by 5 with 2:46 to play here in the extra period. He can't get the first one to fall. Winfield struggled from the stripe tonight. Shooting woes from the foul line will get you every time. Coming down the stretch, if they'd have got a few more to fall, we probably wouldn't have had this great extra period that we got going on. Crowd's really involved. Not a sellout here, but a lot of action, a lot of yelling. He gets his second to go, does Caterington. He has 9 on the night. 39-43, 2:46 to play. Trap in the corner. Ripley's fallen to the trap a few times, been able to break it, though, recently. Ripley going to pull it out, getting the sign from their head coach, Mullins, to slow it down, get the perfect shot like they have all night long. Almost getting a four corners type look here, really trying to kill some clock. Taking about 25 seconds off it so far, if my math is correct. 4-point game, driving down the lane, going to be blocked. Fisher reaching his big paw up there, but the offense gets the ball back. Fisher's got the reach, a little bit of elbow throws there from the offender, Syaz. Timeout called before any fouls or tie-ups. Derek Mullins gets a timeout, and it'll be a 30-second one. Oh, nope, they'll switch it to a full. We'll be back after this.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Craig Broman. If you didn't know that already and didn't know that you're watching Winfield versus Ripley in some overtime basketball, thank you for joining. It's been a great night of action so far. 43-39. Ripley leads with the ball. They've been kind of burning some clock on this possession. They had one offensive shot attempt that was blocked by Reed Fisher. They got it back. A little bit of fumbling around. They called a timeout, and that's where they left us. They're going to look to continue to do a little bit of the same. It's going to be a stolen pass by the Generals. They're going to get it back down 4 with 1:25 to play. Oh, nice little jump stop there by Owen Taylor. He throws it high off the glass, gets his 5th point of the night. Cuts into that lead, makes it a 2-point lead now for Ripley with the ball, 1:08 to go. Put the big guy on the point guard. Interesting strategy there, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. They're going to say that no foul call. It was a loose ball possession. Peros was able to touch it, grab it, but he fell out of bounds before he could do anything with it. It'll stay Ripley ball. They're up 2:55 to go here in overtime. .55 to play. As it was before, they're going to go to the 1-3-1. They got the big fella with the long arms really trying to distract that top. Almost got a 10-second call. Ripley was close to getting it. Going to be the steal. It's going to be tipped. No, it's going to be 22. Oglesby hitting it out of bounds. He thought maybe the Ripley guy hit it last. Referees disagree with him. It'll stay Ripley ball. 39 to play. They're up 2. Generals are telling him, hey, you got to extend the zone here. We got to get a way out. Try to get the ball back. There it goes. Cross-court pass is how you beat the 1-3-1. They do it perfectly. They're going to call. Peros went in for the intentional foul to try to send the shooter to line. Grabbed him on the shoulder. Number 4, Kyler Doss, lost his feet as it was happening. The refs didn't see the foul attempt, and they called a travel. Not sure what the angle the ref had on it there. The eye in the sky is telling me that was a bad call, and the Ripley fans would agree. 2-point deficit and the ball. for this General team. 15 seconds to play now. Shot goes up off the back of the arm. Caterington, he's in it, gets a rebound. He puts it up. He can't get it. Gets his own rebound again. Goes up with the left hand, and it gets it to fall. And we're going to go to a second overtime after the heave. Caterington battering back and forth. Gets one to fall with 1.3 to go. 2 buzzer beaters for the General. 1 in regulation and now 1 in overtime. And we're going to get a second overtime period as it's tied 43-43. What a game. I promised you action at the beginning of the second half, and it has not disappointed. I know you're tired of listening to me all night long, but you're going to get to listen to me for at least 4 more minutes. Lucky you, viewers. Maybe turn down the volume and just watch it. But we have had great action so far. Everything's been fantastic. How did we get here? It has been a 4-point lead at the half for the away team. And then they went cold to start the second half. I believe 1 for 12 from 3-point range in the third quarter. Allowed the Generals to take the lead. They battled back, though. Got the lead. Were up by 4 late. The Generals battled back a second time, and it was with time expiring. High pass into the foul line at the top of the key to Reed Fisher, the turnaround high floater, Christian Leitner style. Sent it to the first overtime. And then Brody Caterton with just nothing but big boy skills and big boy power to grab 2 offensive rebounds, get 3 shots off in the final 7 seconds, and gets the last one to fall with 1.3 to go. Time expires, and that's where we are now, getting ready to start the second overtime. And I believe just like the first overtime, each team will be added 1 additional timeout. That should give the Generals 1, and I believe Ripley will still have 3. Could be wrong on that. Still in the double bonus for any defensive foul calls. Offensive calls will just be change of possession. And we'll start with a tip. Peros wins the tip. Generals get the ball. Ripley will get the possession arrow on the next tie-up. Peros can't hold on to it. He's trying to get the ball. The defender had it. That was number 20, Blake Justice, who had it in his arms. Peros trying to steal it. Falls to the ground. Fouls the offender at that point. And that'll send Blake Justice to the line to shoot 2. Blake looking to pick up his first 2 points of the night. First one up, nothing but net. Great shooters all around both teams. Nice soft touch. Love the way this Ripley team releases the ball. The left-hander goes 2 for 2 from the line. 45-43, General ball. The press has been really effective for both teams. Really slowing down or getting a couple steals. Thought Ripley was going to get away with one there. Turns out they're going to get a foul on number 20, Blake Justice. I believe he pushed Peros. That'll send Peros to the line to shoot 2. Peros gets the first of 2 to fall. He'll go to the line to shoot his second. Peros goes 2 for 2 on that one. Ties the ball game for the Generals. 45-45, 3:45 to play in the second overtime. A little bit of Fumblerooski there. Ripley able to get the ball back. Not a lot of fouls being called. If you're a Ripley fan watching this home, you probably thought that was one there on the far side by the bench. They haven't called any of that all night long. Really been letting these guys go, especially in transition. Just like we saw at the end of the first overtime, Ripley being really methodical on their offensive possessions. Goes up, can't get it to go. Both big fellas say they had their hands straight up. The referees will disagree. That'll be Fisher picking up the foul. That's his third. It'll send Brandon Sias to the line to shoot 2. Sias has 10 points on the evening. He gets his first of 2 to fall. Keeps his feet set, looking for the second, trying to take a 2-point lead here if he can get this to go. Two for 2, nothing but net on the second. He's got 12 on the evening, 47-45 lead for Ripley. Coach Stario on 41, getting the play set. Drop baseline, nice little jump stop. It's going to be the right hand of Peros, who gets 2. He's got 11 on the night. Going to be a good drive. Not sure how that wasn't a foul called. It was number 20, Blake Justice, driving the lane. His body got turned. Not sure how he didn't draw the foul on the basket, but either way, they kept the ball. Kyler Doss got back to the basket on another offensive rebound, got fouled by Peros. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Kyler Doss, first one, nothing but net. Doss has 12 on the night, and they got a 1-point lead. General ball. Everyone for Ripley saying that number 1, Owen Taylor, drug his foot and should have been a walk. Not saying I disagree with the fans. Going to be a steal, though, for number 20, Blake Justice. He's had a great game defensively. He only has 2 points on the contest, but he has been all over this defensive side. Peros has 3 fouls. He's got to be careful there not to give another cheap one up, as we still got 2 to play. Taylor waving his arm, trying to buy a call from the official. Won't get it. They're going to say he touched it last and went out of bounds, and it'll stay Ripley ball. They'll pull Tyler Peros out of the game. Little offensive defense for substitution. Deep pass in the backcourt to inbound it. Seen that quite a few times from Ripley here in both overtimes. Player was stuck. It was going to be number 20, Blake Justice, with the ball. That'll have Derek Mullins calling a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll be back after this.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have had a great night of action so far. We got 1:43 to play in the second overtime. I tell you, in the game, but I was wrong twice when I said that before. Double overtime here in Winfield, West Virginia, where the Generals are trailing by 1 with 1:32 to play here, and Ripley has the ball. Ripley's burned a ton of clock. All night long, they continue to do it here on this possession. Peros has 3. He's got to be careful. as he tries for the reach around. Sometimes when someone gets past you, just really try to come from behind and get that reach around. And did it again there on the reach and got the tug. That'll be Paris's fourth. He's a really aggressive player. He has quick hands, but coming down the stretch here, it's going to be tough for him to play the kind of lockdown defense that he has been used to. Blake Justice picks up his third there. Gets that to fall for his fourth, all coming off foul shots tonight. 3-point lead for the visitors. Home team has the ball. Caterton throws a shoulder. They don't call it. They're going to say it wasn't a movement screen. Shot goes up, no good. It's going to go out of bounds. Taylor with a shot off the defender, out of bounds. Full timeout coming for the Winfield Generals. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got to this point of the game with a lot of great calls, a lot of coaching calls. Strategy has really propelled this. The slowdown by Ripley has really kept them in the game when they were trailing. The Generals, a couple drawn-up plays at the end of the game and at the end of overtime are what kept them alive. They had 2 buzzer beaters, and now they're trailing by 3 with just under a minute to play in the third overtime. Travis Tarr going to draw something up. They have the possession. See what they can get. It's been a lot of bodies hitting each other, hitting the floor. Been a really physical game from both teams. And on that last possession, Brody Caterton set a screen at about the three-quarter court mark, and he absolutely rocked one of the defenders for Ripley. Ripley fans, Ripley coaches, and Ripley team thought it should have been an offensive moving screen. Didn't get the call. And that's where we're at. See where we go from here. But I promise you, if it's anything like the first almost 49 minutes, it'll be great. "39 minutes, correction. Ripley to inbound, Generals to inbound. Trailing by 3. A defensive foul sends either team to the line. Looking for the corner 3 for Taylor. He doesn't get it. They're saying walk again as the Ripley fans. Every time Taylor does a jump stop, the fans yell it. He's been dragging his foot. Referees haven't called it all night, though. Tyler Parrish trying for a cheap steal on the defensive side on the left side there. That's going to pick up his 5th foul. That'll send him to the seats. Ripley fans cheering for that one because they know what kind of impact player he can be. He's a hard-nosed player. Student section from Ripley really giving it to him. McVeigh at the line to shoot 2. He misses the front end. Second one coming. If he gets us to fall, it'll turn to a 2-possession game. And he can. It'll stay a 3-point one-shot game for the Generals. 30 seconds to play. Fisher passed up an open 3, trying to get it to his buddy Taylor. Another movement screen yell from the Ripley fans. Won't get it. Caterton has been banging bodies all night long. Couple 3-pointers going up. And finally, Taylor gets one to fall with 4.4 to go. And it's going to be a timeout for Derek Mullins. He's absolutely beside himself. How did they let 3 3-pointers go up? 4 offensive rebounds on the possession. What a shot by Taylor. He has 8 on the night, 50-50 with 4.4 to go. The Ripley student section, Ripley fans wanted the moving screen on Caterton. Haven't called it all night long. He's done it 3 or 4 times. He's been really, using that big body of his to get his guys open. If you're a Generals fan, you love it. If you're a Ripley fan, you hate it. The referees, though, have been fair in this contest. They've called it the same both ways. I'll tell you that right now. They're going to add a little bit of time back to the clock, I believe. The referees, I think, are saying 5 seconds. It'll be Ripley ball under their own basket. They do have the possession arrow. Tie ball game, second overtime. What a great night of action here on HD Media's broadcast of Game Day high school hoops. We were just asked the question how many overtimes you can have in high school basketball, and despite what other states may say about the great folks of West Virginia here, we don't kiss our sisters, and a tie is like kissing your sister. This one will not end in a tie unless everybody on both teams foul out, apparently. We will be here all night long until that clock hits double zeros with somebody in the lead. Ripley to inbound. 5 to play. Goes up, it goes up, it goes in, and that's going to be number 11. Brandon Saez got the pass at the three-quarter court, split the defense, split the press off the right-hand side. He gets the layup to go, and that's how it'll win 52-50. The visiting Ripley Vikings beat the Winfield Generals. We had an electric night of action here. I can't believe it, and I'll tell you what, they added 0.6 seconds to the clock at the timeout, and without that 0.6 seconds, I don't think he gets that shot off. What an ending. What a great game here at Winfield, West Virginia. I'm Craig Broman. This has been HD Media Game Day broadcast. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.